Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be showing you 7 insane box fighting tricks in Fortnite Chapter 2. Also, if you go on to enjoy this video and want more content like this, I'd appreciate it a ton if you could drop a like and subscribe, as those both help me out a ton. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started with the first tip. Alright guys, so the first tip we're showing on this list is going to be a very helpful peek that you can use when you're above somebody's box. So first thing you're going to want to do is wall off the side so they can't just edit up and shoot you, and you're going to want to edit the front 2 tiles next to their box in your floor just like this. So it should look something like this. You can also do it like this to get a smaller peek, but I prefer to do it like this just because it's a bit more comfortable for me, get more room. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to jump and you're going to reset it the second you shoot your shot. So just like that. In that time, your opponent's not going to have enough time to actually shoot you. So what you're going to want to do is wait for your opponent to actually perform an edit of some sort. So maybe have it like this, wait until they try to break it, go like that and go like that, for example. Or anything like that, basically. But yeah, this edit, jump up, shoot, reset. Just like that. So one good way you can practice this is just by making your own fake box, setting up your own wall on the side of it, and just going like this, just against a normal wall. And yeah guys, so that's the first tip. Let's get into the second one. Alright guys, so our second trick on this list is going to be basically a way you can get a safe shot off on your opponent without them being able to hit you back or having very little chance of hitting you back. So usually if I'm inside of my box just like this and my opponent's above me trying to pressure me or whatever, he's just going to place a ramp in my box if I just simply edit out. So what I'm going to do for this instead is to go up as close as possible. So what's going to happen is basically I'm going to jump up and he's going to have very, very little view, and he's going to only have it for like a split second. He's only going to be able to see my head for a split second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump up, shoot him, and I can either reset this or keep it open, whatever. I could even place a wall in front of his face, whatever I want to do basically. But yeah, staying up really close so they can't place a ramp in your box and jumping up like that, that is the safest way to peek from inside your box without being shot back. This, like, honestly, it works like a charm for me. I've used this in so many wagers and so many box fights, and it's just amazing. So definitely give it a shot next time you're in a box fight. Alright guys, so our third tip is going to be basically a way to counter somebody who's gotten both of your cone and your floor. There's one counter, obviously, to just go like this, ramp above your head and box up in another box so they can't hit you. But I prefer this one because it's more of an aggressive approach. So what they're going to do is they're going to obviously double edit on you, try to go for a shot. What you're going to do is you're going to want to be further up here once again so they can't place a ramp in your box like that and cover you. And you're actually going to place a wall in front of their face. And instead of just keeping it there and disengaging, what I like to do is actually edit it and then go for a shot. So as my teammate respawns, I'm going to kind of explain this a little bit more. So the reason this works so well is because obviously if they get a wall in front of them, they're going to let their guard down a bit. They're going to kind of start to disengage. But then if you actually place the wall and super quickly edit it and shoot them, that's going to do a lot more damage. So we'll show a little bit of a faster example right now. Go ahead and reset it. And let's go. Just like that. So as you can see, I got a free shot on him, and you can reset it the second that you make the edit and that you shoot him. Just like that. So, boom. And yeah, guys. So, placing the wall in front, editing, and shooting him is amazing. It works so well. It's amazing. I love it. Alright guys, so the fourth tip on this list is a way to disengage when your opponent takes your wall. So for example, he's going to take my wall. Go ahead. And I'm holding my wall, and he actually gets the wall. What I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately turn right to the other side and place a ramp over myself. Now from here, I can do one of two things. Either he can edit, and I can go like this, head all the way back into this wall, and edit my ramp like this. So this will basically allow me to phase through my ramp and be able to shoot him. As you can see, I can shoot through. I'm not going to do any damage to him right now, but I can easily shoot through this. Now your second option when you do this is to simply go around and base up again, box up again, or even make a push for height, like a 180 or something like that. Anything like that. So basically this is a perfect way to cover you just by simply placing a ramp. You don't have to do anything crazy, no high material solution, just something low material and quick. So we'll do a quicker example real quick. And yeah, he doesn't expect that. I can take my wall back, kill him, anything like that. So that's the fourth tip. Let's get into the fifth one. Alright guys, so the next trick is going to be an easy right-hand peek that you can get with only one build. So I'm sure we've all been in that situation, having no materials, basically having no choice what to do. And I'm here to possibly solve that for you. So what you're going to want to do this technique is you're going to place a ramp. You're going to open your edit menu, you're going to select the far right, drag it down, then drag it to the side, then drag it back up, jump, and confirm. So it's going to look something like this. So basically what this does is it allows you to stay behind your ramp, and you can also get a right hand peek just like this. Obviously he can hardly see me, but I can see him pretty easily. And yeah, it's super overpowered, only takes one build. So let's show an example. Basically, I can have the wall in between, or I can't, and I can edit it, get a right hand peek on him just like that, and he can hardly see me if he can at all. So this one's super helpful if you have low materials. Obviously it's more preferable to use something else, but this is just a great solution if you don't have a lot of material available. Alright guys, so this one I've actually shown somewhat earlier in the video, but I'm actually going to make another tip basically dedicated to this one because I feel like it deserves a bit more attention. So basically, I'm sure we've all been in this situation where we've somehow been phasing through a ramp for some reason. It might be something like this, it might be all the way back, anything like that. Well, there's basically a way we can abuse this mechanic when a ramp is basically built inside of your character model in certain parts, like the torso, like the feet, sometimes in the head. It phases you through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be inside of my box, he's pressuring the outside of my box, and I'm actually going to place a ramp right on me. Now, when I place this ramp, I have to be touching the back wall completely. I can't be a little bit away from it, or else it probably won't work. As you can see right there, it put me on top. So you have to be all the way touching the back wall. And then you're going to go like this. Now you have one of two options. What I prefer to do is to make an edit on my own and shoot them, but you can also wait for them to actually take it and shoot them after they make the edit, if your opponent is a little less skilled, if they won't realize it immediately. So some more skilled players are going to realize this, so you're going to have to kind of sneak it in. That's why I kind of like to do this, like they're pressuring me, and I just do this with a quick edit and shoot them, and then jump back up. And one last thing that you can use with this edit is basically scroll wheel reset it the second you shoot, and then jump back up. That's honestly the safest way to use this against a really good player so they can't counter it. So yeah, this trick is overpowered, guys. I definitely recommend using it while it's here. I'm not sure if it's ever going to get removed or not. I'm not sure if it's more of a game mechanic at this point or an exploit, but regardless, it's amazing. I definitely recommend using it. Alright guys, so for the last tip, I'm going to be showing you the safest way to take your opponent's wall. So for most of us, when we're taking an opponent's wall, we're just simply hanging out here, you know, where we can basically get edited on, shot at any time. So what I'm going to do instead to actually take my opponent's wall is I'm going to edit the left side backwards just like this, and I'm going to position myself in this tiny little corner right here. As you can see, a little bit of the wall is visible to me, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to AR the wall, or shotgun the wall, or anything like that to take it. So it's a little bit of a strange angle, but you'll get used to it after a while. You can even position yourself a little bit further back, like here, and do it. It's a little bit less protected, but it's a little bit easier to actually get used to. So let me show you what your opponent actually has to go through to get a shot off on you when you're doing this. He's all the way in that corner, he's taking my wall. I have to go all the way up to here to even get a shot off on him, and all the way here to get a headshot. So obviously it's really difficult for your opponent to counter it unless they're a complete psycho jumping in your box, and during which time they'll probably get one pumped. So yeah, let me show you one more time how to do that effectively. It'll look something like this. You're packed into this little corner right here, and you AR the wall, break it, and you get the wall, and you're able to kill your opponent however. So yeah guys, that tip is completely overpowered. I definitely recommend checking it out. Just don't go like this, don't stay in the open, pack yourself into this corner, and do it from there. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate it a ton if you could drop a like and also consider subscribing. Also, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next on the channel. I read every single comment and will consider every suggestion. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.